announced on this channel that I would be cruising with Costa, the Italian brand of Carnival cruises, I got quite a lot of feedback warning me that I should keep my expectations low, especially in regards to the food. Former Costa cruises wrote to me to say, cancel while you still can, way below Carnival standards, and the buffet literally ran out of food, which was okay because it was bland and horrible and the worst cruise food I've ever had. And in a way, I was almost excited to see how horrible it was because I thought at least it would make some funny videos. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, the food on my Costa Luminosa cruise in March of 2022 was pretty good. Let's start with the breakfast buffet. At the time, it was still not a self-serve buffet, but that can stay this way forever as far as I'm concerned. While the selection may not have been as large and varied as it is on other ships, what was offered was good and very well presented. I really loved the selection of bakery items because, I mean, who doesn't enjoy a couple cannoli for breakfast, right? Before we get to the bigger lunchtime buffet, let me invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you're into cruise food, you'll find recent videos about the MDR, specialty restaurants, and room service here on the channel, so check it out. The lunchtime buffet had more to offer, and one thing I really appreciated about it was there was a separate section with just the vegetarian options. Usually you have to hunt between the meaty stuff to find the meat-free stuff, so this is an excellent solution. Another great thing about the way the buffet was presented was that the food was already separated into portions instead of being there in big tubs that the crew would then have to spoon out of and guess how much you wanted. I think a lot less food gets wasted this way, and it's easier for portion control if you're trying not to overeat. To keep it real, there are still not as many options as on Royal or Celebrity, especially as far as the desserts go, but this was far from being the worst cruise ship food I've ever had. That honor has gone consistently to the dinner buffet on MSC. Especially on my first MSC cruise, that was awful. Now, I've said this before, and I just want to make sure I say it again. I believe the people who wrote to me saying that they had an awful experience on Costa. I've seen how quality can be different from cruise to cruise, and I'm just happy that I had a great experience on my cruise. What do you think? Does this look like pretty good to you, or would you say it still qualifies as awful? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to keep checking back because I will be returning to the channel very soon.